All right, hey Ted, what's up?
How's it going, man?
I'm good. I'm very good. Excited for our number 2 podcast. Today we're doing food.
Yeah.
Weird food. Food trends. Things you like about food, things you don't like. Other things. So what's the first one we should talk about here?
I want to get on this Lunchables right here because I just noticed that you picked up a Lunchables from a dollar store. And I've long been intrigued by this sort of new incarnations of the Lunchable. This one sort of like central like selling point or the sort of perk is it's Lunchables with fruit. And there was a Dole mandarin oranges cup in here.
Yeah.
Turkey, Ritz style crackers. It looks like a Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome how they give you fruit and it's like as if the fruit's like not going to satisfy the sweet tooth of the child. They got to give you the Rice Krispie treat too.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the argument is that the fruit's going to be a side rather than a dessert substitute. But yeah, I think in many kids' meals it sort of serves as a dessert substitute. I think a lot of this is, though, a lot of these new Lunchables are, the bells and the whistles sort of cut away from, like, our meat and potatoes, so to speak. Because you're talking about, like, main entree. This is like this is a large Lunchable. It appears to be a large Lunchable. Because they've double packaged the Dole. They do the same thing with desserts. Like, they'll have, like, one Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and it's already packaged in there. It's not, like, sitting in, like, the Lunchable packaging. But, wow, used by January 30th, 2012, so get on that.
Get on it. Yeah, that's part of the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
Coming into play.
Probably fell off a truck or something.
Probably. So,
but back to the sort of, it appears to be a large lunch. But if you're looking at the meat and potatoes, I mean, the compartment for the spoon and the 2-inch by 1-inch by, what's the other diameter on this, or other dimension? It's a small Rice Krispie treat. But the compartment for it's enormous.
It's about 2 centimeters by 2.5 inches.
Now, the slice of turkey about the size of a silver dollar.
Silver dollar?
Yeah.
Do our listeners even know what that is?
I don't know. I'm guesstimating what a silver dollar looks like. I think it's bigger than a quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 slices.
Okay.
And then there are 6 Ritz style crackers.
Mm-hmm. Made with whole wheat. With
what appears to be 6 small slices of cheddar. So
they're the size of the small Dominoes. Small
domino, yeah.
Very small.
Travel Dominoes is what this is.
Right, like a travel set of Dominoes. And yeah, I think you're right though about the bells and whistles. It's kind of all about the bells and whistles. It's like how much more, it's like trying to like say, look how much stuff we can, little separate categories of item we can jam in here.
Yeah. Well, because you're getting the fruit, and the fruit's sort of fun. It's Dole, it's got its own little package. It's bright.
Caught my eye.
It's bright orange. Because you're getting that, you're not getting anything else. So, and I've also been intrigued by the sort of weird alternative meals, like the pizza.
Yep.
And I don't think you cook it. I think you just sort of put it together. Like you put sort of shredded mozzarella on like a weird pita thing with some weird sauce. So I'm just going to pull up, what I'm pulling up right now is the Lunchables website.
Okay. You know what the one that was, I saw before I got this one? It was
a weird taco?
No, but that's a good idea.
No, they have, I think they have weird tacos,
do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was a peanut butter and jelly pita. And then I looked at it, and it comes with 2 packets of peanut butter and jelly. You have to make it yourself. It's not even made. God. Which I looked up, by the way, and
prison food.
No, I watched this YouTube on video about they show you what you get on the bus ride to the LA County prison, and that's what.
For reals?
Yeah, I watched. Yeah, I watched.
They give you a PBJ Lunchable?
Yeah. No, not a Lunchable. They give you it's prison Lunchable.
Wow, so they give you a PBJ.
They have to make yourself out of packets, and
with tortilla, not bread.
I think it was like really bad bread.
Okay.
And before you get your hopes up to you know, that sounds pretty good. The guy pulled out the apple that it comes with, and it had like all these like worms and like it was rotten.
In the prison video or the Lunchable video?
In the prison. In the video about the guy opening the brown sack lunch you get on the bus ride from jail to LA County Prison.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
it is prison food. What?
Yeah, literally.
What YouTube search resulted in this?
Prison food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So my research takes me, you know, to some interesting places sometimes.
I thought it would have been like what to expect on Ride from.
No, it was actually pretty in depth. And don't ask me how this guy seemed kind of like a normal guy. So don't ask me how he got it. Maybe he had someone that works for, you know, maybe he didn't do anything wrong.
My friend Evan makes PBJ tacos. Evan Golden with what's up, Evan? If you're listening.
The Golden Child. Hello, shout out to Evan.
He makes PBJ tacos with, I think, corn tortillas.
Okay.
And it doesn't sound good to me. I think if I didn't have to do anything with that, I would have to go flour because it has a fluffier, more white bread like texture. I'm not like a huge PBJ guy. My buddy Ashton was talking about how much he loves PBJs. I like good jams. I mean, PBJ is like, I'll eat it and it'll be good with some milk. But, you know, like, I don't know.
For me, and I actually was just craving one, and I just bought like a loaf of that crappy bread for like $1.25. You know, the white bread. You know,
round top.
Yeah, round top sandwich.
I thought they were supposed to have round top. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's for me. I've heard people say it's a comfort food, and I kind of understand that. Just like a grilled cheese and tomato soup or mac and cheese.
There's simplicity.
Yeah, it's really simple, and I was just craving it because it was like, I'm trying to, always trying to be healthy and trying to eat salads and all this bullshit. So I just want a PBJ. It's simple. I know it's not great. I know it's not whole wheat bread. I know it's not, all natural peanut butter. I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, they're good. They're good. But, they're not like my go-to. So we're at the Lunchables website. And what they have, it's basically craftbrands.com/Lunchables. So if there's any question that it was owned by Kraft, which they don't, it's not like cloaked or anything. It's, I think, the Kraft Lunchables.
Man, that's Oscar Mayer, too.
Oscar Mayer, okay, so that's the sort of, okay. They have it split into a kid's site and a parent site. So I'm going to see what's going on the kid's site, actually, first. And then see what's going on with the parent site. See what kind of duplicity is going on.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine the parent site's like trick your kids into eating this, and the kid's site's like trick your parents into buying this. So it's sort of like The Departed. It's sort of like or the movie Duplicity, which was good.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that's what's going on because they put whole grain on here. They put fruit on here.
So it takes you to a site. Lunchtime just got awesome. Okay, so they're using cool like kid words. They have a picture of Cody Simpson and Dwight Howard and a singer named Jeanette McCurdy, who I'm not familiar with. And there's some sort of contest about winning stuff. And I kind of want to get to the list of the Lunchtime just got awesomer. So you can get an extra cheesy pizza. You can get a great PB&J on like a weird pita bread.
That was the one that was
with mandarin oranges. But basically, the kids site is just trying to get the kid to sign up for a celebrity field trip or like a Great American Adventure. So I'm gonna take it over to the parent site and see if there's more information on the meals. Now with fruit, so they're playing up the sort of healthiness. The link to the Facebook. Learn more. I just want a list of all the Lunchables available. And right now I'm seeing the one that you have is the everything that they're listing now is 4 Lunchables, and they're all in the now with fruit category. They're just sort of advertising like their new like.
Okay.
There's extra cheesy pizza. There's peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's turkey and cheddar cracker stackers, which is what you have, and there's ham and American. I want to get this.
Ham and American.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's classic. I didn't have that one today.
So this pizza Comes with berry snacks, pineapple tidbits, like a few weird crusts, like circular, like pita type crust.
That's the pizza one?
A Kraft cheese blend, yeah.
Oh.
And I don't think there's a meat on it. So I think basically you take a weird, cold, small pita, you put pizza sauce from a packet on it, and then you put raw cheese on it.
God,
or cold, non-melted cheese on it. Doesn't sound good at all.
Doesn't sound good at all. I don't. Would kids even want it? Is it fun for kids to make their own stuff, or I don't even know. I mean, is that like
I think it's like a safety patrol thing. I think it's forcing them to do more work.
Yeah.
You know.
I can see the kids just eating the sauce out of the tube and eating the cheese and throwing the pita at their friend. I mean,
yeah. I don't.
Is it really going to get to be a pizza or anything like a pizza?
I don't see them crafting like a nice pizza. I don't think it would be good if it was done well.
Yeah.
Which I think is sort of teaching them some bad lessons. I don't know. Like, I think Lunchables are going to some weird places. I think they need to stick with, you know, when I go to buy them, I get the ones that are no frills. I get the ones with the most crackers. I like to have ham and turkey circles in my thing. I like to have, you know, the Ritz style crackers. Cheddar, if at all possible, over American. But, you know, like, leave the fruit cup, you know. Let me supplement my Lunchables with a fruit cup if need be. You know? Or put the fruit cup in like a self-contained... Just put the fruit cup in its own, like, little compartment instead of a separate one.
Yeah,
like a TV dinner tray.
I mean, it drew me in, and that's why I bought it. I mean, I kind of like it. It's got the clear packaging. So, I don't know.
It's not a full lunch, though.
No, it's only 270 calories. So
yeah, that's off that.
All right. I want to talk about kombucha.
Cool. Okay.
Have you heard about this?
I don't even know what it is.
I believe it's a liquid.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know. I've been seeing it everywhere. I've been seeing...
Like guarana? Remember guarana was popular like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Or 15, I don't know.
Is that a fruit? Or is that like
no,
an extract?
it's an extract. It's like an extract food in like Brazilian beverages. It's like for energy or something.
Yeah, so I don't know what kombucha is at all.
Okay.
They're making a kombucha energy drink right now. They have like huge like walls of it. I think it's the hot thing right now.
What does it come in when you see it on walls?
Like glass bottles in like in a refrigerator case.
Okay.
You know, I think it's the big thing.
Kombucha. Remember when coconut water was the big thing about 9 months ago?
Yep.
8 months ago?
What do you think about coconut water?
It's fine. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. It's too watery.
Yeah. I think it tastes kind of musty. Maybe I just got a bad bottle of it or something.
It's okay. It just, there's not a lot to it. So, you know.
What's it supposed to do for you?
I don't know. I don't even know if it has purported. You know, it's supposed to be good for you. I don't know.
Supposed to rehydrate you or something?
Something like that. It's fine.
Right.
Kombucha is an effervescent tea-based beverage that's often drunk for its anecdotal health benefits or medicinal purposes.
All right, nice. Where's it from? Do we know? Does it have a specific place of origin?
Japanese.
Huh.
Kelp tea.
Oh boy.
Wait, the recorded history of kombucha began in Russia during the 19th century. It was called tea kvass. Kombucha drink. Okay. It claimed kombucha producers often claim that kombucha detoxifies the body and energizes the mind. Although there's little published research, you know, same shit.
Yeah.
People like to say detox.
Yeah.
People like to say, like, you know, I'm getting rid of my toxins, I'm detoxifying.
Yeah.
It's basically just people that live, like, terribly, and they go in the sauna for, like, 4 hours, and they think that they're just, like, healthy again, and they drink some, you know, green tea and shit, and they're like, alright, I have my shit together all of a sudden, but then you're going to go on another bender and smoke a pack of cigarettes, and you're just back to the same shit. Like, doing, you know.
Yeah.
The toxins out of I'm flushing the toxins out of my body. It's like infomercial shit. Like, I don't believe in this, you know.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you finally stopped, like, you know, destroying your body. Of course you're going to feel great. Because you haven't, because you've been actually, doing something normal for a change.
Yeah, it's those weird cleanses.
Oh, the cleanse, dude?
Yeah.
Those were, man, when did those start? They probably go back to the 70s, but I remember it was, even when I was living in Seattle, like I was on a set and some actor was like, one of my buddies was, one of my actor buddies had a big old gallon of the like
hot pepper shit.
Yeah, like it's like lemon and like
hot pepper and like maple syrup. Or
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he was drinking this for like 3 or 4 days. I'm like, I don't know what I think what it does. It puts you in a weird mind state because you start wigging out. Yeah. You get in like a hyperactive state almost.
Like I'm in top-notch physical condition.
That's just
like I'm a machine. Like I don't do cleanses.
I mean, your whole life has been a cleanse, Ted.
Yeah. So exactly. Like I like some green tea. I like whatever. Like take it for what it's worth. If you like the way a kombucha tastes, and there's some sort of placebo thing where you think you're all being all zen, and it relaxes you or something, like fucking great, do it. But it comes down to raw cardio, chiseling the abs in the morning,
Yep. You do about you start with like 500 just off the bat, right?
Yeah,
that's not even.
And just sort of, getting back to the elements. I'm out there swimming against,
cross training.
I'm racing sharks. Like I'm climbing mountains.
Just good old fashioned cross training before that was even a term.
Yeah, it's like if I was a caveman and I had to go get my food. Like I will hide food like on a mountain.
And that's part of your workout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have. I remember you had a chopper buddy of yours who was taking some courses up at the Santa Monica airport, and he said he was going up for a flight, and you gave him a backpack full of food, and he said, "Listen, do me a favor, drop this, somewhere in Santa Monica mountains, and I'll find it, and that'll be my workout.
That'll be my food, unless I catch and kill something before.
It's your food and your workout.
Yeah, so that's what it's sort of about for me. I
mean, cleanse that, right?
Yeah, kombucha's fine. Hey, great.
All right, good. So I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. All right, next topic. We're going to do health. We have a number of health foods, and we have a number of things that maybe aren't so healthy. We can do health. Maybe we go another non-healthy one.
Okay.
I got this one the other day. It's a Lipton cup of soup.
Okay, and they're packets?
They're packets. Product of Canada, which I think is strange that puts that there. But chicken noodle with white meat. New recipe, same great taste. So I don't know maybe I don't know. I don't know why they would say, if they're using a new recipe, why would it taste different?
Wait, can I see the verbiage on that again?
Yeah.
Lipton cup of soup, chicken noodle with white meat, product of Canada. New recipe, same great taste, no preservatives, 50 calories per serving.
Maybe they took out the preservatives. I don't know.
That is a lot. New recipe. So I would think they would want to put improved taste.
Exactly. But they're trying what they're trying to do is they're trying to have the cake and they're trying to have it both ways. They're trying to not turn off the people who are cup of soup purists.
Who love it, yeah.
But they're trying to get people. Oh, I haven't
It's almost like they're implying that why change the recipe is what I'm saying. Like, is it a healthier recipe with a?
I think it's got to be, but they don't go far enough to mention that because
I think they want us to infer that.
Yeah, it's probably an inference. That's
nice art picture on the back though. Relax and take a cup of soup break, and it's got sort of like a book, and it looks like it's.
Yeah,
sort of looks like a Renoir.
What do they call it, like a posterizing effect or something?
In some fashion, yeah.
It is nice.
They're using Comic Sans in the
They are.
Yeah, they use Comic Sans for the directions. Which
oh boy, that lets you know what kind of graphic.
50 calories, 4 envelopes in a box.
I noticed that you only get 6 ounces in it. I don't know if this is standard for a cup of soup. I guess it must be, but I'd like to get at least 8 ounces for a cup of soup. I always think 8 ounces is a cup. Call me crazy.
They do the same. They do the same thing with cocoa packets, where you want an 8-ounce cup of cocoa or more. Mm-hmm. But the one packet is basically if you mix it with anything more than 6 ounces of milk or water, it's gonna taste watery. Mm-hmm. It's just that's just one of those things where it's like if you're hungry, you just have to double up on these things sometimes.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm drinking cocoa that's 2 packets and more milk.
Oh. That's what you
Have
do.
you tried this yet?
That's how I roll. No, it is unopened box. Picked it up at Target.
Thin dehydrated noodles.
Yep.
Everything's dehydrated. Everything's self-contained.
Yep.
There's chicken in there though, right? Appears to be chicken.
White meat.
Chicken white meat.
Nice. Nice. And what's the sodium? That's my only caveat, although they got bigger
Each
fish
serving
to fry.
50 calories with a sodium of 23%, 540 milligrams.
That's kind of a lot from one little cup of
It's a lot for 50 calories, thing that's not really going to put a big dent in, like, if you're going to need to eat 1,800 calories in a day.
Yeah.
Comic Sans is turning me away a little bit.
But we'll see. That'll be nice, when I can't get away from the computer or something like that. I'll maybe, make a cup of soup and...
That's what it sounds like. I think everything's small and dehydrated. I think this has to just fall into the snack category. I don't think you're gonna get a lot of this.
Agreed. It's more of a kitsch thing.
Would this come in at?
$157 at Target.
Okay.
More of a kitsch thing.
Okay.
I just remember my thing on the cup of soup was we used to go to Dad's office, the Weatherly building, and we would always have the cup of soup things. So I have this memory from growing up.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I think that was before I was born or when I was too young to remember. Which speaking of, if I'm a parent, I think that you don't have to do anything for that kid for about 4 years. I think you just have to give them sustenance food.
Yeah.
Because they don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of infants being taken to Disneyland.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think that they remember it.
I would think.
So I think you just put them in the crib until they're about 4 and sort of skip all the fun stuff. And not saying you don't want to do it later, but just put a pin in it and do it later.
Yeah.
And have all the fun stuff from like 4 to 10. And it's the same thing with clothes too, because I think that you have to, basically drape a kid in burlap up until about age 12.
Yep.
Maybe up until about 11, when sort of opposite sex things start going on, where it matters if they look cool. You know, where they start needing to solidify their popularity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they grow out of it so quickly. It doesn't make any sense to get Junior Brooks Brothers or whatever.
No, I don't think so.
Like one well-tailored burlap sack. Not well-tailored, sorry. One burlap sack.
Well-tailored.
One burlap sack for about 8 years.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. And going off of what you said about experiences up till age 4 or 5, when I have a kid, I'm just going to have someone else raise him when I'm 4 or 5. Probably maybe on a farm is going with the burlap
When
thing.
the kid becomes 4 or 5?
And then when the kid comes 4 or 5, I go and pick him up, and then I start parenting. I don't want to deal with the crying, the yelling, the terrible
that
2s,
seems
the
like
shitty 3s,
there could be
the questionable 4s.
There should be like a group thing.
Yeah, a commune out on a farm.
Yeah.
I mean, let him be out in nature. Let him run around and pick berries. One day I'll drive up, I'll pluck him up, and then we'll go to Brooks Brothers for kids.
Yeah.
And then we'll start going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And then,
there's a lot of people who are wasting money on Disneyland for infants, and they're not going to remember it.
Yeah, but you know who won't say a word?
Disneyland.
Yeah. They're not going to say anything.
They're not going to tell you.
No.
Mm-mm. They'll take the money.
Oh yeah, gladly. Mm-hmm. Oh no, with the smiling smile.
Yeah.
All right, so next item. Should we do our coffee little thing? We wanted to do that. We want to give a shout out to a buddy from back home on our trip to Portland. We did a little adventure.
It's got Charlie Austin, my buddy, longtime friend. He roasts his own coffee with a electric popcorn popper, which is very cool. It's basically you order these green beans that are dried but not roasted, and you get them online from online co-op, and then you basically put them in a popcorn popper, an air popper, until they basically become brown, and it's good. And you grind it and you brew it as usual. We had some pea berry, which is sort of like the round berry, and then we had some Mexican or Guatemalan. Yeah,
no, it was amazing. We went out to his garage, and he had these beans. I guess I didn't know this before, but coffee beans apparently are originally green. So he got these green dried little things out and put them into the popcorn maker without the air popper, without the top part on it. Had like a wooden stick, turned it on, stirring it around. You know, he was listening to it for what it was doing, and he had all this like amazing terminology for what it was listening for. And
Yeah, he had a shop vac set up because he said cool them right away. As soon as they reach a brown, yeah, they have a lot more terminology than we know, but like different stages of like first crack is one of the things he would say.
That's right.
When it first makes a noise. We had a timer going. We had the, sort of his, he was watching it, and then we had you put it on a shop vac so it cools, because if it continues to sort of cook with its residual heat, it will get over roasted or something.
that's crazy.
But I guess a lot of it though is economical reasons, because I think not only is it better, it's also cheaper.
Yeah, because the Stumptown stuff, he was talking about, he like got this fairly large bag for like $7 or something like that, and then, like a bag that was not even anywhere near that was $14 from Stumptown, and but you said first crack. Is that where you get first crack from? Give me first crack at it. I'm gonna give you first crack at it. Is that where we get that from?
I don't think so. I don't. I would guess not. But, I think that's a coincidence, because I think...
Shit.
Well, I think maybe like the people who are making the coffee terminology were like, oh, first crack. Like, that sounds extra cool because there's already an expression called first crack. And it's making sort of a noise. But I don't know,
Okay, well...
Seems a little too convenient.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or something.
Alright, I'm looking around here and...
What else do we have? Fully cooked roast beef hash from Brazil, Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that has been sitting in my...
Look at the bottom of this.
Yeah. That has been sitting in my cupboard for way too long. It has a Best Buy of 12/2010. So,
No way.
Yeah, is that passed? That's passed.
Yeah, 2010 is passed.
Dude, I think this is from my old apartment.
Wow.
That is awesome.
So it's roast beef hash and sort of a, what is it, like a metallic... It's basically an inch deep cardboard box, but I think inside is like a metallic packet, so like those Indian meals they have.
Yeah.
They make a big deal of putting product of Brazil on it. Is there like some rule where if it's like not domestic, you have to like stamp it really big, or they have a little
That's a good question.
Brazil inspector stamp on it, and it's just a Trader Joe's roast beef hash, and it says really.
Unless they're seeing it as a selling point, just because, Brazil makes good beef, but I don't know. It is
Argentina's got a lot of beef. I mean, I guess Brazil's a lot of beef too. Yeah, Brazil's...
Yeah, I guess Argentina's the big one, but...
I think they're, like, better at it, or whatever, like, their steaks are really good.
Isn't it the Brazilian...
I think we get a lot... I think we get
or something? Or
yeah, but I think we get a lot of our ground beef from Brazil, Mexico, and Canada.
Yeah. It's pretty good for you, though. Pretty low in fat.
It looks kind of good. It looks better than a canned hash. I mean, hash is always sort of like cowboy / prison-y, like...
Yeah.
Cat food, kind of. Like,
yeah.
I've had canned, like, corned beef hash. You scoop it out, and it's very cat foody and dog foody. Salty.
Yeah. I met someone who, she loved hash a couple years back. I couldn't understand it. And apparently the hash at the grill in the alley in Beverly Hills is like amazing. It's like famous. So, I don't know. It's one of those things I want to like.
I like it if you're in the right mood for something that's very salty and like sort of, indulgent in a way. It's sort of like, it's like a classic sort of breakfast greasy spoon type dish where it's like, if you want that like greasy off the skillet stuff,
yeah,
that's just like,
yeah,
that's what that is. Like,
yeah.
What's your call on whether you can eat this or not? It says best by 12/2010.
Yeah, I'm definitely eating
best.
it. I'm definitely eating it. There's
still probably good.
Still probably great.
Well, it's only a year and a month later.
Good note. Yeah, because
It's not the heart of we're not in the heart of 2012, and this is the very end of 2010.
Yeah, good note. And I think that's gonna push me into definitely trying it.
Wow, simpler ingredients than I would have thought based on the the picture. Potatoes, all it is potatoes, cooked beef, onion powder, salt, sugar, maltodextrin, water extracts. And the extracts include garlic, pimento leaf, capsicum, and bay leaf, and onion. But, you know.
Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. I think I know what's for dinner. Hash.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next?
I'll trade you an egg for some.
Sure. We can put eggs on the top.
Maybe.
Classic hash move.
Yeah. That's what they have in the picture.
I like that. I like when people do that.
The coconut oil.
All right, we're doing coconut oil, organic. This is actually from Eugene, Oregon, actually. So.
Oh, how long ago did you get that?
I got this about 2 months ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you didn't buy it in Eugene?
No.
The company's there.
No, the company's there. Yeah. And so this is, as you can see, coconut oil is like it's pretty hot health food item right now for like frying and like low temperature frying and like baking and like stuff like that, because apparently it's supposed to be like really good for you. As you can see here, at room temperature, it's actually in solid form, which is
organic coconut oil.
the only fats that are usually solid at room temperature are ones that are, of course, totally bad for you. But
have you tried cooking just regular stuff in it, like savory stuff?
Remember when we made the chicken breast that one time? That huge thing of chicken breast after that big workout we had. We fried it in that. Just took like a tablespoon or so, and it was good. It was good. It gives a good like nutty, like cool flavor to it.
Wow.
You know, people say it's supposed to be amazing for you.
Now it is a fat.
Yeah.
Calories 120, fat calories 120. Product of the Philippines. I'm glad to see it's not cut with anything else. It's just the only ingredients, organic coconut oil. Put my finger in and taste a little bit.
He's trying it. He's trying it.
I mean, it tastes sort of like Crisco. I mean,
Oh, really?
it doesn't taste as gross as Crisco, but
Maybe that's why they use it for baking.
I wonder if you could fry French fries in it.
It's like no, you can't fry French fries. I don't think, because you're supposed to. It's for low temperature, like low to medium temperature frying.
Ah,
It's like the same thing with like olive oil. You're not supposed to like crank it up.
Got it.
It kills everything good.
yeah, I'm open to that. I mean, is it healthier than other stuff?
They say it's amazing.
I mean, it's got to be healthier than like a saturated fat that comes from like an animal,
Well,
right?
that's the thing. It is saturated fat.
I thought saturated fat was only from an animal.
No.
What's the thing
This
where
is 13 grams. Most of it is saturated fat.
what's the sort of dichotomy, or what's the sort of thing where it's like if it's from an animal, it's blank fat, and if it's from a vegetable or something else?
I think usually that was the case. I think that's a good general rule. Like butter is a lot of saturated fat, but that's all. This coconut oil is all saturated fat, but it's still supposed to be good for you. But I've read, some people say it's not good for you. Some people say it is good for you. So. Okay, so we're gonna do I think one more here, and then let you guys go. I want to say special thanks to who? I don't know, our listeners from our first podcast, and thanks for the shout outs, everyone. And yes, Kevin, we are sitting at our kitchen table right now. Beautiful day in sunny LA.
What's up, Bombach?
What's up, Bombach? What's up, everyone? I want to give Josh Meredith a nice thank you for the Cardis Clear Light interconnect cable that we're using right now to get this ultra clear. So yeah, let's do one more. Let's see what we got. Anything funny? Something funny? Chicken Vienna sausage?
Yeah, let's go with some of the weird canned foods.
All right. So we have Libby's chicken Vienna sausage in chicken broth. And let me just preface this by saying, I always remember Vienna sausages from Easter time, when we would go and get all the things that Mom had put out, and one of them was Vienna sausages, and I loved them.
Really?
Loved them. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked things in the hot dog family. They're kind of like hot dogs, But they sort of have a gelatinous shit on top.
Yeah.
They can.
They're pretty gross.
I think I try to like sort of like get away from like what these are and like microwave and put on bread and put mustard on it and just try to make it into like try to like fool it into being a hot dog.
Oh yeah.
This is sort of in this sort of weird squat can. This had to be sub-$1. What is it, like 69 cents?
Oh, yeah, something like
And
that.
these are like
69, yeah.
Oh, the ingredients. It's mechanically separated chicken, chicken broth, water, salt, sugar, spices.
Oh, gross. It's got the mechanically thing. That's the picture that everyone's put on Facebook where they say, look, there's like this pink paste, and they're like, look, this is what chicken McNuggets are. Don't eat them.
Yeah. Wow. So these are in chicken broth. Okay. They say to heat brown sausages in skillet in butter for 1 to 2 minutes or until hot. Or microwave sausages and broth in a microwave-safe dish on medium power for 1 to 2 minutes till hot. I can always tell you butter. It's like the 60s or something.
I can't tell which one would be grosser, the microwaving or the pan frying.
So these are good until these are best by June 7th, 2013. They really pinpoint down to the
yeah, the day.
But this reminds me of the potted meat, which is even a grosser.
Yes.
Potted meat product, which is basically mechanically separated chicken, defatted pork fatty tissue, like
and partially defatted pork fatty tissue.
Yeah, it's fatty tissue.
Which is classic. Took some of the fat out.
And we used to feed that to our pledges at one point, I believe, but I think it was one of those fun things, disclaimer, where the brothers ate the potted meat too as sort of a solidarity funny thing, like we're camping. Right. Potted meat is basically like smashed up Vienna sausages. You open it up and it's like a pate, but it's just like
God, that's
hobo
gross.
Food. Yeah.
They always have potted meat at the 99-cent store.
What's the worst, man?
Potted meat.
Eddie Switzer, what's up, buddy? He described it as tasting like a bad Slim Jim. That's the way he described the potted meat. Does it have a QR reader code on this?
Looks like it does. For all those hip kids who are having the
Libby's chicken Vienna sausage. When was the last time you had a chicken Vienna sausage?
I only bought it for kitsch value because I remembered, like I said, I remember the normal chicken Viennas, and then I thought it was funny. 2 reasons. I thought it'd be funny to have on the shelf here for like a party prank when we have some, like, you know, someone's drunk.
Put them out, yeah.
Yeah, and see who eats them, or failing that, at least just straight up dare someone to eat them. But I thought it was funny on the cover. It says #1 chicken Vienna.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a competition.
Yeah, there's around. Like a little. It's heated.
But what's the other one? Armor, right? Armor's the other.
I think Armor does a good job.
Yeah.
So I've read.
But not as good as Libby's on chicken Viennas.
I actually thought there'd be a higher fat percentage. Out of 100 calories, you're getting 2.5 servings for this, which, whatever. I mean, this is like the size of a fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, what is it, a 5-ounce can?
It's the size of like a votive candle, you know? Like, you get, serving size 3 links, 2.5 servings in here. So, you know, somehow you're getting 7.5 links in this whole guy. But per serving, 100 calories, 70 fat calories. I thought it'd be higher because a lot of times a normal hot dog, like a normal, like, quote unquote decent hot dog, not like a low fat one, not like a gourmet one or even, but just your sort of standard ballpark, coming to 140 calories, 130 fat calories. Like those are mostly fucking fat. Yeah. Like they're cured fat.
Yeah.
So pretty lean here, you know.
Yeah.
A lean.
Surprisingly so.
I guess that's the chicken, maybe, over the beef Vienna sausages.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because chicken's pretty lean overall. So, yeah. So they're ready to eat, plump, delicately seasoned sausages. Enjoy them heated, chilled, or right out of the container as a snack. As a snack, main dish, or sliced and added to casseroles and soups.
Jesus, it's like they're telling us like the basics of like general eating, like yeah, I know that I could have as a snack. I'm aware that I can also have as a meal. Like
I like how they're giving you permission to eat out of the can, you know, so you don't feel like a hobo or something.
Yeah, they're aligning themselves with the sort of Like, guys, we get it.
Yeah, hey guys, that's cool. We know what you're doing.
Right out
with
of the
stuff.
container as a snack. Like, why can't I have it as a meal out of the
As
container?
a snack.
It's a snack. Patting yourself on the back. It's
I think I'm gonna have a little snack.
oh.
Treat myself
They're
to
pretty.
a little
They're pretty
snack.
Jim Rockford though.
They're super Rockford. Can you imagine someone actually having those as a snack, like at a regular job?
They're
and
the
pulling them out?
they're the TV dinner of canned food.
I think they're amazing. The only problem is you get 3.5 servings. Let's say you did have them as a snack, right? You get 3.5 servings, like 2 links or whatever. What do you do? I mean, what do? You put them in a Ziploc or? What do
No,
you
you
mean?
put them in the can. And you put like you put it back in the fridge with a little saran.
Yeah, that won't last long in the office fridge.
Yeah.
Watch that disappear. That's why I usually go in the break room with a couple friends and we open a can just so
Yeah.
we know we're all gonna get our.
Yeah, well, I mean, what are you getting into if you eat the whole can? If you take down a whole can, 250 calories with a fair amount of fat. 200 fat calorie.
That's where they get you. See, that's another.
I mean, they're gross. These
Yeah.
are. I mean, like, look at the little plate they got with a little garnish on them. Like,
they make them look good on the picture, though.
They-
I'll tell you that.
no, they make them look okay. Like, I don't know. They look pretty gross still. They're they're truncated. Like, at least with a hot dog.
Yeah, that the slice at the end is gross.
The hot dog, a normal hot dog, it sort of like creates the illusion of a natural casing by sort of going into a curve and pinching off in a more natural fashion. These are cut off in a weird way. They look like pig toes or something.
Yeah, I've heard them say they look like fingers, and they do kind of look like creepy, like I don't know, some kind
Like
of
the
horror.
fingers of a fat man.
Yeah. That's
A
that is-
bloated, like, fat mafia informant.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they look like.
Exactly. And with that, we will conclude our second podcast, Bert and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Thank you, Lisa, for describing that or suggesting that title for us. That's going to be our title from now on.
Cool. And all right, guys, and make sure, if anyone from Kraft is listening, just like if we can get all the Lunchables up on the website, that'd be like a lot more helpful for I think a lot of people.
Definitely. Definitely. So, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for listening.
Later, guys.